This is Lord Mafka, aka Roganized Ryan, back at you with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about preparing for more issues in 2025. I believe everyone is still in the whole Happy New Year thing, to where they're just so happy about, oh, it's a new year, new me, all of that nonsense. And people always forget every freaking year about nothing has really changed. We still have to go to work every day. We still have to be subservient to the system that is keeping us enslaved and unhappy and unable to live our true lives that we want to live. We still have to pay bills 24/7. We still have to deal with possibly family we dislike, our co-workers, so-called peers that we have to go around if you're in high school or college watching my videos, right? We still have to deal with those things. And the most important thing for men, especially going into 2025, is developing a bulletproof mindset. You have to work on keeping yourself emotionally hard at all times against other people, because there's going to be a lot of people trying to tear you down whenever they feel bad. And this is all the symptom of a society that has so many mental issues they haven't worked out. A lot of people do not want to face their issues head on. They want to stay asleep. They want to lie to themselves and say, oh, it's going to be a better year since the number for the year magically changes and we go into a different decade, a different era with technology increasing. We have more material gains coming our way. And people with this mindset, the thing you're always going to notice about these people is they never want to do the inner work and work on bad qualities that they might have. And that's what I want all you guys to really understand going into this year. We are going to have more people who are going to have a lot more inner trouble. They are going to want to take their pain out on you. They're going to be very angry and frustrated because they're not like the next person. So they feel since they can't accomplish and get the things they want, they have to accomplish getting that euphoric feeling by tearing other people down. And this is the very reason to why bullies are born. This is why we have people that are predators, oppressors, people who take other people for granted and go out their way to hurt other people. Because a lot of people are not practicing mental discipline. They're not trying to change themselves, and you can't change anyone. Everyone mostly stays the same. And that's something we have to remember. The majority of people you see today walking around, the people you're interacting with, they're going to stay the same. They are a beast that you cannot tame. So that's one of the things we have to remember going into 2025. And even with myself working on qualities, to maybe to where I'm a procrastinator a little bit. Maybe I'm not as, goal oriented as I should be. And those are things, regardless of the year changing, I have to work on anyway. All of the people who did all of these New Year resolutions, notice something. They wait until the end of the year or near the end of the year to start possibly planning, oh, I'm going to change this in my life. I'm going to do better. I'm going to get this and that done. When they could be doing that right now. So it just shows you the whole race for humanity is just a lollygag race. It's just for a glorified light show. And no one wants to put in the real effort to heal. No one wants to put in the real effort to be understanding towards others. No one wants to change things for the better. And this is why I'm always telling you guys and just always repeating myself that you have to be selfish in everything you do in your life. You have to be selfish about the food you eat, the air you inhale. Like heck, you have to be selfish about the space that you have from other people. You have to separate yourself. And society makes it to where a lot of men harbor a lot of bitterness in them. They have a lot of unhappiness in them. And these things are constantly being recreated in men. It's like watching a movie, if I can explain it correctly. It's like watching a movie of the things that have went wrong in your life over and over again. And you're forced to sit there and not turn that movie off. You just have to keep looking at it until you realize this is my life, this is how it is, and you can finally move on. Not just so much about acceptance, you just have to really sit with that and remain still. And that's something that a lot of us aren't taught as kids to do correctly, is remain still, just be. That is something we're going to see a lot of people in society struggling with in 2025, along with not being able to show gratitude towards other people who are in a worse position than yourself. Because we have the majority of people right now who are suffering from emotional stress. They have mental fatigue all the time. They don't feel like they can keep working and keep going on in this life because there's nothing that's just so fulfilling. It's nothing worth the reward to just keep going on, it seems. And this is the symptom of a society to where we don't have actual things in place that can benefit men, especially from their suffering. There was a time back then to where, at least in the 1950s, up until I would say the early 2000s, to where as a man, your pain, your suffering would be rewarded in some way. And in today's world, no matter the effort that you seem to do as a guy, and I tell you this from firsthand experience, you can do everything correctly. You can go to college, you can obey societal laws, you can do everything your parents tell you to do, you can be a very conformative person to the norms, and you still won't get ahead far. So that just shows you right there. It's mostly going to come down to your looks, your luck, and your environment. And a lot of men do not have that. So for the men who don't have that so much, you really have to work on putting yourself in a position of being the middle pillar, being able to keep balancing your life to where you don't tip over the scale and just fall off. Because we're going to be witnessing that happen to people a lot. Men, women, everyone. Everyone is going to be constantly fighting inner demons that they've been facing for years and years. And 2025 is really going to bring that to the surface. So that's why I say it's all about conquering your mind and emotions, dude. Because the more you sit out here and aim wondrously, not having a goal in mind, not knowing what you have to avoid, if you don't have any boundaries or a game, a plan book for 2025, you are going to get cooked. Just like every other year and just like right now is no different. You will get cooked if you don't have anything in plan. So we have to start planning ahead of everyone around us. All the people, all of the situations that are trying to tear us down. We need to have backup plans for this. And having backup plans is not an easy thing because it involves using your mental power so much. And I'm very tired right now, dude, just from having to go back to work already, deal with certain individuals, and just coming across family. It's very mentally draining, and it makes you feel like you really don't know how longer you can keep doing this stuff. And that's why I say you have to have backup plans. You have to have a relief system set up for yourself. And it's not going to get easier, guys, from here. It's going to get much worse. We see all of the things that are going on in the world. We see how separated people are becoming emotionally. We see how skewed the masculine and the feminine is becoming. So this is why you have to have something as a backup plan to be able to get you out that situation of torment in some way. because there's going to be so many things coming our way in 2025. It's going to be just so unbelievable. So do yourself a favor and start planning ahead. Keep yourself mentally grounded much as possible. Stay away from the wrong crowds of people, because the company you're going to keep is going to siphon off you. And make sure that you're staying healthy and taking care of yourself emotionally, dude. I cannot stress this enough, because we live in a very high stress society that wants you stressed, that wants you unhappy 24/7, keeping you in that lower state, so you really can't rise up the way you want to. But you guys take care. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment sections. I would highly appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing well, enjoying the new year and trying to make the most of it as possible, but realize that every year is no different than the other. You just need to start doing and executing action before others get ahead of you and try to take you down. But you guys take care, and like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.